This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Check 50, check 50.
Ready?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check safety, check safety. 58.
On second and very short, Newton eluding the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Rip right, rip right. Check 3, check 3. Watch the edge. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Great, great. Yo, showing it, showing it.
On second and 1, Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Watch out, watch out. Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 20.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Torrey Smith. 29 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 70 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready. Ready.
That's what I do.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Check.
McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
A
shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
20%. Wait at 8. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Newton on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Back. 22, jet cover. 22, jet cover. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Great. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
26, Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner.
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 52 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm going back to you. 26 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch safety green.
Now it's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Let's get out the field, defense. Ball 58's the Mike. Night, sweetheart. Express. 58's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Gun. Kill. Great. Shit. Rotate. Spell. Great. 26 Mike. Express.
Throwing is Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal.
26 Mike. We don't want this. 26 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Cut. 180.
Every day, any day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 85 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Gurley. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Wait, 20.
I know he ain't got it.
Out of the gun. Gone. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Gun, gun.
Flare. 58, right over there, Yeah, 58, right there.
Great.
Check the backer. 25, check. Check 25.
On 1st down, Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. The 30. 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 62 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check, 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 check.
From the 22, Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp taking it in, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 3.
Gun.
31. Check 31. Check your hot read.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What's that? 180. Gun.
It's just me and you. It's just
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and his pass incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
8.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Kill.
Gun.
26 Mike. Hot shot. It's just me and you.
What is it?
Back to throw, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a haul of...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 82 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Goff on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground one through the air. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Slam, slam.
Great.
Deuce. Check 24, check 24.
Express.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they will take a knee here. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I'm coming.
And they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And the tight end, Olsen, right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30.
Man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel Salone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
180. 20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Hey. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Newton now to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Record. Great. 58's a Mike. Go 58. Express. You think you gonna get this?
From the gun, Newton. It's complete. Artis Payne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
20. 26. 26 months. 6 months.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 27, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, 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 check. Check. Great. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check. 8. What is it?
This is McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Come on, come on. Gun. Check. Lucky. Explain.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 58's the mic. Express. You ain't got nothing. 58.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. After the run, Goff going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go. 76. 76. DC.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's to his running back, complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Goff now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Throwing again. Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Get your swerve on.
Obama.
Check 15. Check 15.
The final shot before break here. Goff going up top for Cup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Trey Boston up to make the tackle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go one more.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Room to run past midfield. And he's got some space here. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. He'll have a first down past the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
20. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 26 Mike.
Newton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Goff now to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. On 1st and 10, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now a first down throw, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one covers 29 yards. First down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Newton's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Big gun. Hey! Express! He's mine.
Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10.
Now it's Newton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing here, Newton.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.